Hi guys, welcome to this class. Today we're going to learn something about prices and how to negotiate. Then we have a structure, which is the second point, which is 太什么什么了, which basically means too much, too something, too plus an adjective. Then we have measure words for clothes and also some conversations. Let's begin with some new words. 价格写字双袜子件T 恤衬衫条牛仔裤裤子靴子外套块元人民币毛分公斤一共钱挣钱种太了贵便宜怎么样还别的给呢意思 Okay, first we're going to see a conversation 对话一 which means conversation 1. 您好，这双鞋子多少钱？500块 No, 太贵了。200块可以吗？不贵呀，价格很便宜呀。350块行不行？不行，我是一个学生，没有钱。300块怎么样？好的，300块吧。Okay, let's read with pinyin now. 您好，这双鞋子多少钱？500块。No, 太贵了。200块可以吗？不贵呀，价格很便宜呀。350块行不行？不行，我是一个学生，没有钱。300块怎么样？好的，300块吧。Now let's read fast. 您好，这双鞋子多少钱？500块。No, 太贵了。200块可以吗？不贵啊，价格很便宜啊。350块行不行？不行，我是一个学生，没有钱。300块怎么样？好的，300块吧。Okay, here we have some new words in red that we saw before. Let's translate this conversation. The first sentence, A says 您好, which means hi in a polite way. 这双鞋子，this 双 pair 鞋子 shoes. 多少钱 How much? So how much is for this pair of shoes? 500块 500 块 basically it's used in China and it refers to the currency. So for any currency, if you are in Europe, for example, and you say 500块, it will means 500 euro. If you are in China, it means 500 renminbi or yuan. So 块 is the most used one in spoken Chinese. Everybody says 块 when you are in China. When you ask for a price and it's 5 yuan, for example, 5 renminbi, they will say 5块. In this case, it's 500块, 500. No, 太贵了. 太贵了. This means too expensive. As you can see, we have tai, that is the new structure that we will see today. And at the end, we have le, this character right here. And in the middle, we have gui, which is an adjective and means expensive. So tai plus an adjective plus le. Tai expense le, expensive le. So too expensive. 200块可以吗? 200可以吗? It's okay. 200 RMB, it's okay. 不贵呀, she replies, it's not expensive. 不贵呀. 价格 means price. 价格 here, price. 很 very. 便宜呀, 便宜 here, 便宜 it's our new word, which means cheap. So not expensive. So the price is very cheap, she's saying. 350块行不行? 350块行不行? 行不行 means it's okay or not. So 350, what about 350? 不行 no. 我是一个学生 I am a student. 我是一个学生没有钱 I don't have money. 300块怎么样? What about 300? 好的300块吧 Okay, 300. Guys, let's remember that if you don't know the meaning of every single character, remember to use Plico, the app, which is very useful. And as you can see, there is not the translation anymore. So we are going to go more in depth in Chinese. We are going to exclude the translation so that we are forced to learn it and to at least make the effort to go on Plico and see every single character if you don't remember it, because that's the best way to learn it. Then we have 对话2, dialogue number 2 or conversation number 2. A says, 苹果多少钱? 3块5一斤. 好的3公斤. 你的意思是6斤吧? 是的 Okay, let's see this conversation again. 苹果多少钱? 3块5一斤. 好的3公斤. 你的意思是6斤吧? 是的 What's the meaning of this conversation? Let's see it together. 苹果 is apple. 多少钱 means how much. So how much for apples? And she says, 3块5一斤. 3块 means 3 renminbi. 5 3.5. 一斤 means 500 grams in China. So this was supposed to actually be the second person. There is a mistake in this PDF. This was supposed to be B saying this sentence. So she says 3.5 for 500 grams. In China, they use jin, they use this character, jin, which means 500 grams, half a kilo, as a unit. So she says it's 3.5 for half a kilo. And the guy says, okay, 好的3公斤. So he orders 3 gongjin means kilos, kgs, kilos. So 3 kilos. And she says, your meaning, 你的意思 it's meaning. So your meaning is 6 jin, so 6 half kilos. And he says, yes, that's right. So this conversation is basically because in China they use half a kilo as a unit. So remember that if you want to order some fruit or some vegetables, you will have to use this character right here, jin. Also gongjin, which is kg, it's fine. They will understand you, but they use jin as a unit. So we in Europe, we use gongjin, which is kilos, at least in Italy, we use kilos. And jin, alpha kilo, is not really used. So in China, remember that you have to use this one. Okay, 对话3, the third one. 这种苹果多少钱？这种苹果多少钱？这种3块，那种2块5一斤。这种3块，那种2块5一斤。那种呢？那种呢？5块，5块。好的，我买这种。好的，我买这种。还要别的吗？还要别的吗？不要，不要。一共10块钱，一共10块钱。So remember that J can be read J or J, and na can be read na or ne. Now let's see the meaning of this conversation. 这种苹果多少钱 means this type apple, how much? So how much is it for this type of apples, this kind of apple? 这种3块, this type is 3块, is 3 yuan. 那种2块5一斤, that type is 2块, so 2 renminbi, 0.5 for 1 kilo. We will see the numbers of the prices soon after the dialogue, how to read them. 那种呢? What about that type? 5块, 5 yuan. 好的，我买这种。Okay, I will buy this type. 还要别的吗? Do you want anything else? 还要别的吗? Do you want anything else? 不要。Nope, I don't want anything else. 一共10块钱。一共 in total 10块 10 钱. So in total it costs 10. Okay, now we have to learn how to read money. And now you will understand what I mean. So everything that is in blue on the left of the comma is pronounced kuai or renminbi or yuan. Kuai, this character kuai in blue. So everything that is on the left. So this would be 300 kuai. In this case is 300 kuai. In Chinese, 300 is 300 kuai. Okay, this is easy. Now let's move on to the next one. The first unit next to the comma is mao, mao. So this is our mao. Let's see how to read it. And the second digit next to the comma is fen, fen. This is our fen. 10 fen equal to 1 mao. So 10 fen equal to 1 mao. 10 mao, so 10 of these equal to 1 yuan or 1 kuai or 1 renminbi. Now let's see how to read this. This will be 1 kuai, 1 yuan, 1 kuai. 1 kuai, very simple. This will be 2 kuai. Remember, we have to use liang and not r. We use liang kuai. Now, if you have this, it would be 2 mao, because this is mao. This would be 2 fen. Now, what about this? 2.10. It would be 2 kuai yi. Mao, it's in parentheses. You don't need to say that. So 2 kuai yi. 2.1. The last digit in white doesn't need to be pronounced. 2块2. Notice that the last 2 is not pronounced liang. When there is another 2 right here, it's not pronounced liang but r. Why? You ask why, probably. So, because this will be 20, 2.20. This will be 2块2毛2. 2块2毛2. 2.22. This would be 2块1毛1 2块1毛1 Don't worry about these prices, are just to exercise because you will never find a price like this one. So normally here there will be a 0 in general. 2块1, it's difficult to find a price like this one in China. 2块1毛1. It's just to exercise and to understand how it works. Here we have 2块05分 2块05分 Here we have 1块03 1块03 So we read every digit. 1块03 Then we have 10块05分 10块05分 So we have to read every single digit right here on the right of the comma. Okay, now we have to move on to a new character that was in the new words of this class, which is N. N. N has two different uses. The first one is this one, where N it's equal to 在哪里. Do you remember what 在哪里 means? It means where. It's a question. Where? So where are you? Where? For example, 我的手机在哪里? So where is my phone? 我的手机 is my phone. 在哪里 is where. So where is my phone? You can also say 我的手机呢? 我的手机呢? You can use 呢 to mean where. So where is my phone? 我的手机呢? Or where is Alex? Alex 在哪里? That's the first option, like using 在哪里. Or we can say Alex 呢? Alex 呢? Where is Alex? The same. The second use of N is basically when it can be translated with what about? What about? For example, 今天我今天要加班，你呢？我今天要加班，你呢？ Today I have to work an extra shift. 加班 means extra shift, to work an extra shift. 你呢？你呢？ What about you? So what about you? Or 我喝啤酒，你呢？ I drink a beer. What about you? Or 我没写作业，你呢？ I didn't do my homework. What about you? Or 我没有通过考试，你呢？ I didn't pass the exam. What about you? 通过 means to pass and 考试 means exam. So 我没有通过考试，你呢？我没有通过考试，你呢？ Okay, now we have to see the structure. 太什么什么了，太 space points 了。太什么什么了 is a structure that means to and ... So in the blank, you have to add an adjective. This is the structure. 太 plus adjective plus 了. For example, 太漂亮了. Too beautiful. 漂亮 means beautiful and it's only used with girls, with females. So it's to describe females. Too beautiful. 太漂亮了. For example, 这个女生太漂亮了。这个女生太漂亮了。Or 这个男生太帅了。这个男生太帅了。Or 汉语太难了。汉语太难了。Or 中文太难了。中文太难了。Or 汉字太难了。汉字太难了。Or 汉语的语法太简单了。汉语的语法太简单了。汉语的语法太简单了。语法 means grammar. 简单 means simple or easy. So Chinese grammar is too easy. 汉语的语法太简单了。Or once again, 太贵了。Too expensive. It's too expensive. This was inside our first dialogue. 太贵了。 or 太过分了 too excessive. 太过分了过分 means excessive, and you can use it to describe also a behavior of a person. So if he's exaggerating or he is being too excessive, you can use 太过分了. He is 太过分了. 他太过分了. He's too excessive. Yeah, here we go. 他太过分了. He's too excessive. Now we have to see 件, which is a measure word used with clothes for the upper body. For example, 这件衣服 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 this clothing, or 这件 T 恤这件 T 恤 this t-shirt, or 这件衬衫这件衬衫 this shirt, or 两件 T 恤两件 T 恤 two shirts. Next we have 条. 条 is another measure word used with trousers and some long and thin objects. For example, 这条裤子这条裤子 these trousers. Here will be a e. These trousers. Or 这条牛仔裤这条牛仔裤 these jeans. 这条牛仔裤. Okay guys, that's all for this class. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.